delays getting one or two players into position, but I think we're nearly there. There's Charley Hull, who is currently threatening the top of the leaderboard as far as the team event is concerned. Charley playing that extraordinary round yesterday. I'm sure you've seen or read about it, but if you haven't, she took a 10 at the par 5 6th yesterday. You heard in the interview earlier that she hit one out of bounds off the tee, and then with her second ball hit her second shot with that out of bounds as well, but showed the mental. They got to stick around because they could be lifting a trophy come the end of the day. Here's Charley Hull, her Solheim Cup teammate.
Oh, she'll fancy this one. We'll tap that one in for a par 4.
Yes, a couple of steps back so far today for Charley Hull. Bogeys at 5 and 6 have taken her back to 3 under par, but that'll be her first par since the second. Teddy Sheringham is the amateur in this group. Teddy, who I'm sure many of you know from his football career.
This one's going to release. She needs to get a good contact on it. She played for that release. It's popped up on her and stung straight into that upslope. But having been long on those few occasions, like she said with the interview with Gabby, they were erring on the side of caution. She's not getting quite as steep on the ball at the moment with what she's working with her coach Matt, so I think that's why sometimes she is getting it going through the back. It's coming out more penetrating ball flight.
While we're watching Charley walk up there, it's a good time to, in case you haven't seen the news, Charley said this week, first of all, that she had some mental struggles, which is why she took a little bit of time out of the game, and she also said that she's had a diagnosis of ADHD. Fun in there though this afternoon. Now Charley Hull, huge putt here across this 8th green. The pin's on 28 paces. She's got about 25 of them.
I wonder if she can start it high enough. She's got to really skirt with the edge of this green on the left hand side, and then it's going to bank down.
Needs to keep going. That's going to leave her plenty there to try and save her putt. Yeah, I don't think it's any coincidence Charley's game, you know, we're talking about everything with a swing, but mentally I think the fact that she's had that diagnosis, I don't think that's a
Sure, I'd imagine. A big signing for Arsenal women.
Yeah. Yeah, just saying about Charley Hull as well, you know, I do have some experience myself of ADHD. One of my family members has it, and I don't know the ins and outs of Charley, but she did say she has a severe diagnosis of it. One would assume she gets medication. I can't tell you the difference that can make. And in terms of helping her concentration while playing out on the course and with other aspects of her life as well.
How about that for a 2-putt? Little read from Teddy Sheringham.
She's 5th there on the LPGA putting average, 28.82, and that's another example of why when you're such a good ball striker as well, you give yourself those opportunities. Playing with Nelly Corder, an opportunity to play with Charley as well. Looks to unleash at the 9th. Par 5, one of 6 par 5s on this golf course. But this is playing into the breeze. So it's quite nice. The sun is shining now, isn't it?
Like the players were saying, anything's better than that deluge yesterday. 3rd shot here for Charley. To try and nip this one back into a front left flag.
Front pin.
Oh, she's missed the ledge. That's a mistake by Charley. Carried it too far and it spun the wrong way.
He's as well.
But I love Elliott.
Do you as well? Oh no, you're just talking about the tees. Fine. Charley Hull with her fourth shot at this par 5
during the first Saudi International, and it's been quite a delightful journey so far. And it's been wonderful to be kind of part of those first footsteps.
Charley Hull, hopefully going to mop up here. Nicely done. So you're an ambassador as well for me.
I've seen many of those shots, unfortunately, when we've had the pleasure to play together.
Not only is he going to want that commentary, he's going to want that shot as well. That's going to be one for the phone, for sure. He's going to be sharing that for years to come. Now, Charley Hull. Watch Charley Hull tee off. Now, Othman, these are very windy conditions. You play in Saudi Arabia where it's unbelievably hot. How do you cope with the heat when you're out on the golf course? Because temperatures can soar in the Middle East.
I think it's important to remember not just to hydrate, but to also make sure you get your fill of electrolytes and make sure you try and stay in the shade as much as you can. I'm sure around the Middle East and around Asia, you see a lot of people walking around with their umbrellas to kind of take advantage of the shade as much as they can.
Whereas in the UK, it's a hot coffee, but for Charley Hull, that's the hydration you need here.
I think it's just making sure you can handle adversity and challenging golf course.
So Charley Hull here at 10. Goes parallel, doesn't it, this hole with the 8th Othman. So into the breeze again.
I think this is where we saw her yesterday kind of go on a little bit of a run and make a couple of birdies coming in to kind of keep her round together and then lead after yesterday. We saw some really battling golf from Charley yesterday.
Yeah, I think
It's that windy out there. I struggled to shut the commentary door when I came in. It is blowing a gale.
Looks like you backcombed your hair as well. I mean, I came in, I thought I was brushing
It's
it.
like I've had a bit of Botox as well. I wish.
I wonder what it's going to do to Richard's hair.
unfortunately it's not going to do too much at all.
Ah, that broil cream is working wonders.
Yeah, just stick a bit of hairspray on, it'll be fine.
It's a birdie putt for Charley Hull, but you can see that shake of the head and walking away just how much the wind is proving to be a factor. Often just widen your stance a little bit to plant yourself over the ball.
If you offered Charley Hull to finish at 3 under, which is where she is right now, do you think she'd take that?
No.
No.
I don't think Charley would take that at all. With the way her mentality is, I think it would be good. You know, I think it would be really good. Back 9, there are a couple of more chances. She needs to get 12 out of the way.
We come to the 11th hole, which is a tough par 3. It's playing today at 178 yards, and that breeze is stiff off the left. You can see there the way Charley Hull is preparing for this, looking to punch it in. Punch it, and you can let it ride the wind. You've got to be careful. It's narrow par 3. This one, it's the toughest one out on this golf course.
Apologies for that for Charley Hull there. Language, awful strike, front bunker, not happy with it at all. That's the wind, you know, it's just blown off it. It's a raised tee box on 11. Needs to get up and down now.
Well, hopefully we'll do no worse than a bogey 4, but 10 birdies yesterday, just the 1 so far today for Charley Hull.
No 10 though on the score.
No, it's just handy. She's played that 6th hole though in 16 shots over 2 days.
And I think we were...
Don't say that in a hurry.
Charley is going to drop one shot here. That's if this goes in. And she'll quickly find herself 3 over the par for the day. And she'll fall back to 2 under. There's a bit of daylight now between her and Nelly Korda. So that is indeed a 4 for Hull. Needs to find some birdies. There's only been 1 on the scorecard. That's come at the 4th hole.
Noted something that's come from her hip injury, and they think that when she's got herself into contention, that exacerbates at that time she's in contention. So they've changed something in her swing that they hope will hold up when she puts herself into these positions. So tomorrow is going to be the first real test of that.
So the stress of being in contention, is that what you're saying?
No, not the stress of it, but because of the hip injury she's had and how that's affected her swing when she's got into contention and maybe tenses up. Listen to the...
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yes,
so
yes.
it's a situational that makes the body tense.
Yes. But I think it's something technical that happens because of that. She's had a couple of 71 so far, but she always seems to thrive, doesn't she, when it comes to the team days? Then we get down to the individual day and it's not quite happened for her.
As a person,
she's one of the best ball strikers on tour, Charley Hull, and this is going to test her. We've seen several players go long, face downhill putts, and Scarborough came up short. So difficult. Wind coming off the right, slightly above her feet, which will promote a right to left shot.
It's 149 yards, playing downhill 10. That goes straight back into her player's face. She's on a platform. It's not where she wants to be when you're trying to keep the ball down. Trying to draw one in from the right edge of the green.
Interesting stance for the third.
Dying. I'm expecting winds maybe of 15 miles an hour, which is significant enough, but naturally nothing like today. Now Charley just hanging over this bunker.
Has to try and play it less. She's going to put all her weight. That's it. Try and keep it in her toes, which is quite helpful. Charley does hit a lot of shots in her toes. If you stand behind her on the range when she's hitting driver, she's very into her toes, and most people will swing into their right heel and she doesn't. So actually aided her on that chip shot, the fact that she just nudged it in there.
Do you remember about 40 minutes ago I said, do you think she'd be happy with 3 under? What about now?
Look, I would have been happy with 3 under. I just know what Charley's like.
I agree with you, but you think she'd take it now though, 3 under, I think? Yeah.
Just watch it back again. You can see the balance that's needed. Really upright with the shaft there. Just trying to nudge it on. Ooh, nearly went.
Incredible, isn't it? I mean, the Aramco Team Series presented by PIF in Florida. We finished the week with only 2 yesterday from Charley Hull and Nelly Korda. And a reminder, Charley made that 68 5 under par with a 10 on the card. This for par at 12. Four over for the round now.
Been struggling with the jet lag before she shot that wonderful round yesterday. So it's the first time I've had a full night's sleep, 12 hours in total. Before that, it was 3 or 4 hours.
Is she going to play the Dow next week as well? Georgia Hall is. I wonder if Charley is as well. I haven't seen the full field.
Well, let's out for you, mentioning that open club face. If there is any slight open club face with Charley's draw, it will leak too far right. See the routine that she's doing on every single shot, relentless in that.
a little tight down the right side. Has it got the carry? Okay, it seems to be sitting okay.
We can see it.
83% on the 18 energy meter.
She's boshed that nearly 300 yards. Really did ride the wind. She was getting it to like open and then up. It's getting too much lift. Now she's feeling like she's around herself a little bit more. That shaft kicks from right to left as well. Have to play for the flyer here. This is just a short iron. The flag is to the right of the TV tower. She'll start it at the electricity post, draw it in from there.
Come on, it's going to fly, it's going to chase, and it's doing exactly that.
Yeah, very close to where we saw Broxy Law down there. Let's catch up again with Gabby, who's been talking to some of the players out on the course and some of the famous faces, Storm, Keating and Anne Van Dam, the latest.
So they trail by 5 as a team. Charley Hull up and down. That will be reduced to 4. Oh, Charley. Oh, we haven't seen that happen for a very long time. Gives hope to all the amateurs watching. Even the very best in the game can falter. She won't waste much time over this.
But hopefully she chips it in now.
Ouch. And a hole where she only had a 9 into a par 5 is now proving very difficult to walk away with a par.
Duff. That's all you can say about that one. She was on the upslope. It doesn't help it, but
This is game on for Team Hull.
this putt will swing from right to left for a 5.
Oh, good save. Good save. Should be irritated it's a par, but it is a 5 nonetheless. No drop shots. But with an iron in hand going into that par 5, you would have expected one of the best players in the world, certainly in the field this week, to walk away with a birdie.
To the final round in Spain last year.
I believe she was 7 shots going into that final round. Yeah, I don't think Jess Corder was all that happy about the result.
No.
She collapsed. A good win, an exceptional win for Nelly Corder, and that's why she's been number 1 in the world. Achieved so much in the game at such a young age.
Means Charley Hull is 6 back now.
Flicked it down the left-hand side. This hole is the same wind direction as 11, and it's only a yard shorter, but it'll have a totally different... What's going through your head? She just switches off, doesn't she, and just gets back into play mode, forgets about it, executes a good shot there. I think that was demonstrated more than ever yesterday with that 10. She bounced back with a birdie and then 8 more of them.
That is some bounce back. Adam, her caddy, says that she's brilliant at bouncing back. Normally she drops a shot, she picks on the next hole. But yeah, I suppose if you do have a 10, you bounce back with 8 birdies.
She's like Dory, isn't she? Finding Nemo.
Finished at 24 under. There would be a playoff, which will happen tomorrow once we have the individual completed. Happened last year actually at this event where Ursula Vikstrom and Nicole Garcia went out.
Hold out well. Some good par saves on the last couple of holes.
Yeah, important for Charley. Now got a couple of par 5s to come. Lost a little bit of pace today, has Charley Hull. 4 over for the round.
Getting the thumbs up from her sister. Teeing it down because it's into the wind. Needs to avoid the bunker right. So close to being really good, you know. She keeps it down that left side, finds the fairway, it skips on down.
At the moment, +3, just outside the top 25.
220 yards for Charley Hull up the hill here on 15. He's got metal out. She's interested. She was going for that, trying to sneak it over those bunkers and get it close. That's
What did she
opened
say
up the green.
about if you don't ask for sweets? What did she say?
Hull's managed to find the gap between the two bunkers, created an angle, back right flag here.
Well, there's 3 birdie looks there. We'll give Teddy his. Was it dinner reservation?
Well, they're staying at the Grove Hotel, a very, very nice hotel down the road, and good restaurants to eat at there.
Yeah.
I'll take the table at 8:30.
I don't think you're going to make it either.
That packet of Chris you gave me didn't do much, Richard.
What's prawn cocktail? Come on. Spoiling it. So Charley Hull doesn't make her birdie, just the one birdie still today.
Couple of clothing issues.
For a player who made 10 birdies yesterday for Charley Hull, there's only been 1 so far on the scorecard. That came at the 4th. There's been too many drop shots for the world number 18. There's been 5 bogeys on the scorecard. It's a funny old game, golf. One good shot keeps you wanting to come back for more.
She needs...
Charley Hull can just give herself a little bit of a lift here, closing stages of this second round. It's been an average day by her standards, but if she can just eke a couple of birdies out of these closing holes, just try and keep in touch with Nelly Corder. I know Corder's got that eagle putt to come. That would take the American to
lower left side of the 17th green.
Does Ronan Keating host the Sunday morning show on Magic Radio? Or
he does the breakfast show. I think doesn't he do it every day? I think.
Is it every day?
Yeah,
so he's got an early start tomorrow.
Well, I don't think he does the weekend. I think he does like either Monday to Thursday or Monday to Friday, something like that. Yeah, I do now and again. I do listen. Very good. Very good. It's like easy listening music. I normally do speech radio, or I'm told by my kids what to listen to. Really.
So Charley going to land it on top. Oh, skip it up there.
Well, they're in the hut, Team Hull here. Teddy Sheringham does get a shot here, but we did see his tee shot was a little off target. Well, this is big putt for Charley Hull.
And one of the few players that's still plumb bobs to line up a putt the old-fashioned way. It's now aim point that's replaced it.
from right to left. As she hit it, just needed a hustle.
Ouch. I don't know. Do you know why it's called Plumb Bob? Was there a plumber called Bob that did it first of all?
I don't know. I know I do it, but it seems to be very old-fashioned.
It is howling from left to right, but you can't feel it in those bushes. This is just going to be a wedge for Charley. It's 117 yards. She's got 5 yards beyond it before it goes onto the second level of this green. Pin 12 on 5 from the left. She plays her normal draw, she's got to club up, which is exactly what she's done there. Some wind from left to right. The shape of shot will be from right to left. If you get it good, holes cut in a bowl and it all filters into it. You have to trust the shape that you're going to hit. Don't leak it out to the right. Turn it into this breeze.
Over the flag. Lovely shot from Charley Hull.
Just got that 124 pitch instead of 22. If it's that, it spins right back to the hole. Quality strike though.
Coming second.
Dive right on her.
Charley Hull all wrapped up. This for Birdie.
Straightened up on her at the end.
Yesterday, extraordinary really, 10 birdies in those conditions.
She's got the right idea, covering up her ears with the hood. No whistling wind through them.
Birdie to eclipse them. The par 5 18th beckons.
Just shows you how crucial the eagle at the last from Georgia Hall was many hours ago. Okay, so that is 2 pars in. Charley feeling the cold now.
You wonder how long 18 will play. We saw Cara Gaynor thinking that she would get there, but wind into the players' faces.
So they need 2 birdies or an eagle. That's to tie Team Hall. An eagle and a birdie, and they would win it.
Into left to right. This wind 250 to the bunker in the middle of the fairway.
Charley likes it. Is it good? Yep, avoided that bunker. That is okay for Hull.
And 83% on the energy meter, powered by Aramco.
Commentated on herself there, didn't she? Say ripped.
It's one of those.
Charley just checking the scores, obviously.
Just messaging Georgia saying, fancy a playoff?
Tomorrow, about 5 o'clock.
Or what did you hit into 18? Do I need 3 wood or 5? Oh, 3 wood, it's strong as a wind.
Sheringham has come out of the rough, so he's played 2 at this par 5 already. Cuts in 8 starts this season. She was 4 under par at one stage yesterday. Now, this is the shot as far as the team event's concerned. Can Charley Hull find something magical?
Just waiting for that gust. If it's there, this 3 wood won't reach. It's on that 200-yard marker to the pin, straight back into the wind. This needs to be flushed.
Again, that gust came up just as she's ready to pull the trigger. I think the hoodie as well was flapping around behind her.
She knows the importance of the wind just not gusting at her. Full throttle here. Is it enough?
Oh, it's a terrific shot, and she will have a putt for an eagle 3.
She liked that, for good reason too. That was fabulous from Charley Hull. What a time to strike. Keeps their team alive. Team chances very much alive.
Yeah, Teddy Sheringham still has a bit. I like it, Kate.
Oh, it's just, it's been a long day, Richard. I know you said, what time did we go on air? I think you said 3 o'clock. I think that's like 3 o'clock yesterday. It's certainly been a long day, but when you've got this opportunity and this scene and what could potentially play out right here, then it's been worth the wait.
Well, Charley Hull has only had 1 birdie today. She doesn't want a birdie here. This for the eagle 3.
Break this down into 2 putts. There's a step halfway between her and the hole. Downhill.
Can hear her shouting at it to turn. It's drifted on a little bit as well.
The pace kept it straighter, didn't it? Double breaker. It was well read.
So, this is the equation. They have 3 birdie putts. Make 2 of them. We will have a playoff tomorrow between Georgia Hall and Charley Hull. Only make 1 of them, and Team Georgia Hall will be the champions.
Has to keep this one high enough. The lack of pace is what caused Sheringham to pull across the hole to the left.
And leaving the flag stick in, Sophie, as well.
Always does.
Excellent. Well, a much needed birdie for Charley Hull and her team. So she'll start tomorrow 2 under par. A round of 76 today. Which means Hayley Davis